When we get home, we're gonna talk about Marina Vallarta versus Old Town Vallarta and our thoughts on which one is better. Good afternoon from Puerto Vallarta, Mexico.
Okay. Sometimes I say, Puerto Vallarta. Puerto Vallarta.
Today we're going, it's about 5 in the afternoon. We've actually done quite a bit today, but I didn't like what I filmed, so we're restarting the video.
Good morning.
We are, we're going to the marina area. We've only been there once, and that was when we had the apartment fire.
No fire today, but we are going croc hunting.
We're gonna go find some crocodiles in the marina. Let's go. Is there a reason you're doing this?
For sure living my glory days.
You have anything to say about
it? It is the month.
Before we get the cab.
Because we can't find one.
Because we can't find one. Comment below, let us know if you've ever been to the Marina Vallarta area. And also let us know what your favorite part of Puerto Vallarta is. If you've never been to Puerto Vallarta, if maybe you're just from Mexico, let us know your favorite part of a certain city in Mexico and why. Made it to the Marina Vallarta area. If you haven't seen our other marina video, it's a lot different over here. Most restaurants, at least in this area where you can see behind me and to the side, they seem pretty new. A little bit more expensive than Old Town. I'd say at least 10 to 15% more expensive than an Old Town. Definitely a different selection and kind of a different vibe. There are a ton of apartment buildings over here. Apartment or condo buildings. Yeah, condos I guess is what they are. Tell us about the place we're gonna go tonight, or we're
going to a very hole-in-the-wall, very authentic diner. It's called Route 66 or something of the like, but I'm excited to bust a move in there.
Are there hole-in-the-wall things over here?
No. So a traditional diner has bright colors like pink and teal, and I'm assuming like some chrome or silver colored chairs.
Are you gonna bust out some Elvis
looks like
moves?
It's straight out of the 60s, so it should be very fun.
Well, I just learned that I qualified for a timeshare presentation. I think the bar is pretty low for the qualification standards of that.
Either way, I'm honored.
Well, this is the place we're gonna go to.
I'm still going.
What are we gonna do now, Hill?
Oh,
Whose idea was it to go to here?
Turn that off.
Well, apparently the marina area isn't very busy on Sundays. Most things are closed. Places that are open so far are a little expensive. We may have found a place. I'm about to pee my pants. I gotta pee. So this is only 4 miles down the road, Puerto Vallarta, which really isn't that far if you're used to like living in a suburb type area. But this area is way different than what we're used to. So for any of you looking for information about Puerto Vallarta, keep in mind our information, our knowledge, our experiences are 99% of them are based in Old Town. My eyes keep glancing over here because last time we were here we saw a crocodile. Where did we decide to eat?
I'm not sure the name of it, but
La Terraza. La Terraza de Roma.
La Terraza de Roma.
The Terrace of Rome?
Terrace of the Art. Oh, of Rome.
I don't know, it's in Italian. I don't know Italian. Brought some bread. Pretty good views here of a bunch of rich people's boats.
It's my boat.
Oh, this bread is so good. I couldn't even handle it.
I'm sorry. It is really good though.
We're to believe it. I think I'm falling in love. Okay, I think these jokes are starting to crumble apart. Low season of PV is great. Way less people. 10 temperature does get a little toasty though. Here's Mac, because you're not coming up with them. Alright, I've got a big old thing of lasagna.
Cheese on pasta.
4 cheese.
Looks good.
Just like our jokes yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, that escalated quickly. It's just even started.
I'm trying.
30 seconds or less. Tell Scott, la Teresa de Roma.
This place is located in the marina. I think there are several Italian restaurants here. This one's sort of tucked away in the back corner. I'm not going to use the word really, but it was super de-duper good. I got the 4 cheese pasta because I really like pasta and cheese. Greg got lasagna. He ate his extremely fast, so it must have been good. Mine was pretty good. It was reasonably priced. It was a bit more than downtown, but it's in a really cool setting, and we don't ever get to eat over the water, so now we're going alligator hunting. Well, I think earlier I said crocodile. I don't know the difference, but either way, we're going to try to find it for you.
On the hunt. Some crocodiles. Cocodrilos.
Doritos. Coco, how do you say that? Cocodrilos.
Cocodrilos.
Sounds like I'm saying Coco Guido.
Cocodrilos.
Where is he?
Oh my gosh.
I had a thought while we were at dinner. A lot of people, if you've never been to Vallarta and you're from the United States or Canada, you may think it's only, like, yeah, it's a big tourist town, but you may think it's only people from the United States there. And like, sure there's Mexicans that live here, but it's just, all it is hotel and resort after another, and you're not gonna find any Mexicans. But I think, especially now in the summertime, there are a ton of Mexican tourists here. So I don't know what Cancun and Cozumel are like as far as Mexican tourism, but Vallarta is not. I would say obviously there's way more Mexicans here, but I've seen way more Mexican tourists in the last 2 or 3 weeks since the summer started than people from the United States. And maybe the people from the United States stay more in the resorts and we don't see them as much, where some of the Mexicans feel more comfortable getting out and about. I don't know. I just thought that at dinner because everybody around us was Mexican, and I think the marina area, my first thought before ever seeing it and even after seeing it is, it kind of just seems like a place where, you know, maybe Canadians or people from the States come with boats and they don't really want to experience Mexico, but that's not the case at all. I mean, I think that's like saying people in the States don't want to go to a port city. I feel like this area just has something unique and different to offer, and especially if you are from Mexico, you might not necessarily want to go to Old Town, because Old Town may be really similar to wherever you're coming from, and you're not necessarily coming here for a super Mexican vibe. You're just coming for a pretty cool spot, which this place is. For my Mexican viewers out there, let us know what like the most popular Mexican vacation destinations are. This camera doesn't do them justice, but those mountains back here are really pretty. We don't really see the mountains that often, or that, I don't know, we can't get a good perspective from our place, but sun's shining on them, all the trees are green, really pretty views from the marina. We still don't see the cocodrilos. You see any, Ho? There it is.
No, stop doing it.
Found the cocodrilo. Moving slowly through the water.
He's got something in his mouth.
Do not disturb the cocodrilo. Adios, cocodrilo.
You're at La
Federal.
We're trying to get some postres. They have 2 desserts, and I think we're gonna get them both.
Lieutenant Dan, ice cream.
platanos with some caramel and some other thing, and then we've got flaming crepes over here. Holy
really nice.
platano, I'm stuffed.
That was bad. That was very bad.
The flaming crepe thing. That crepe was way different than what we're used to, but really good. Actually, really. And now we're gonna head home, and we're gonna talk. When we get home, we're gonna talk about Marina Vallarta versus Old Town Vallarta, and our thoughts on which one is better. We'll see you at home.
Home to Greenbow, Alabama.
We made it back. We had a super friendly cab driver. That's the second guy we've had today. Or the only problem with being friends with the cab drivers is that sometimes they get so friendly that they start to pull out their phone to show you pictures.
Just sat in the car for an extra 5 to 7 minutes looking at pictures on his phone of Puerto Vallarta.
It was cool though. He does like tapestry. I'm not sure. That was really pretty. So he showed us some of that and just showed us like some random photos of Vallarta. So I feel like he was nice. So I feel like no one probably talks to him like they should. He was a super nice guy. So when you get cabs, just talk to them. You know, more often than not, they're good people. Now finally, what you've been waiting for the whole video, a comparison of Marina Vallarta and Old Town. Honestly, a comparison is really not fair. It's kind of like comparing New York City and Mexico City. Wait, we did that.
They're just very different. So we'll give you a little bit of the pros and cons. Okay, actually we won't even give you cons because neither really has that many cons, but we'll tell you a little bit about El Centro and a little bit about Vallarta. Depending on what sort of mood you're in, maybe better to visit one place or the other. What do you say? In 30 seconds or less.
30 seconds or less. Okay, if you're coming from the United States and you want to feel like you are in a different country, if you want to feel like you're in Mexico, I suggest going to and staying in Old Town, spending more of your time in Old Town. If you are maybe a Mexican citizen or you've been in Vallarta for a while and you're not necessarily looking to feel like you're in a different country, if you will, then I think Nueva Vallarta has a lot to offer. Even if that's not your Marina Vallarta has a lot to offer. If you're more into like golfing and boating and you don't necessarily want to live, it's a little bit more spread out over there. So there's still condos, but it's like here's kind of
really dense.
Yeah,
Old Town.
It's pretty dense living in Old Town. It's kind of like big city living with the small town feel, but that's kind of what makes Old Town special. I think Marina Vallarta is really pretty. So if you're going on vacation and you don't necessarily want to be, like if you're not a huge beach person, then I could see Marina Vallarta being a pretty good option for you.
There's tons of restaurants. There's plenty to do over there, I think, especially for an entire week. I told Greg on the way home that we could go back to Marina Vallarta area once a month and never eat at the same place. And it's a great spot to walk around, see crocodiles.
Yeah, there are crocodiles. But with that said, a lot of the places still remind me of like going to uptown area of Dallas or maybe like a nicer area of Austin. Shout out to Uzurati. So if you're looking for something a little different, you're not really going to get that at Marina Vallarta.
It just seems sort of like the whole Marina Vallarta area could be anywhere in the world and you would never even know that it was in Mexico. To us, that's our opinion. We've only been a couple times. Whereas in the downtown area of PV, you will definitely know you're in the big heart of Mexico.
So that's a super quick comparison. When also note that we live in Old Town. We've only been to Marina twice, so we're basing this comparison off of two short experiences there. So please don't hate us if we didn't say
if Marina is your hometown.
If Marina is your hometown, we loved it over there. It just has a much different feel than over here. If you do live Marina, comment below. Let us know why you chose that over Old Town.
Yeah, have us over for dinner so we can come to the area again.
That's all we have for today. Thanks for tagging along with this. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click the bell. Every time click the bell, that way we get what? click the bell, that way you get notified.
Every time.
Click the bell. That way you get click the bell, that way you get notified every time we upload a new video.
Oh, brother.
We screwed up. We made it all the way to the end and I screwed it up.
I'm not a smart man.
Twice.
Be sure to check in tomorrow and see if I can make it through the whole video without being a complete